this document, it gets remitted.
It doesn't get
remitted.
You don't understand what remitted means necessarily.
It goes to the next conference.
Next NCG, next conference.
And what does the refer backing of the other things mean?
Felicity, would you like to come back to that?
The Constitution Working Party have said that there are problems with getting the two documents to run together, and that the particular problems with 13B, 17, 18, 21, 22 and 23. We do need to understand this is going to be a two-way discussion to make sure we've got something really good, but the policy we want to stay with.
All right. So the Standing Orders Committee didn't actually accept the remitting of this. So as it is, we're recommending that we vote on the document that she's moved, or if you vote against, it's remitted to next bodies. I'm afraid we don't have time, comrades. We've had plenty of time to read this. I'm really sorry, we've got quite a lot to get through. Don't heckle.
In our Constitution, you can't.
Then, in which case, if you vote against it, it's remitted for further work. Sorry, no, you can't just shout out. Yeah.
You can't speak from the floor.
Right, no. Sorry, guys. Sorry. We have to sit down. Listen. As we said in the Standing Orders report, the document that Felicity has moved, you can either vote for or vote for it to be remitted to further bodies. And that's the vote we're going to take now. I'm afraid there's no time for the discussion. No, unfortunately, no. Sorry, no. Sit down, please. Point of order. Yeah, you have to go to Standing Orders Committee, I'm afraid.
The chair.
Chair? Okay, the chair, point of order. No, it doesn't help when people start heckling, though. Okay, we'll take I think speech in favour. Right, okay. Should we take speech in favour?
Yeah, okay.
Alright, you can do that? Alright, you've got 1 minute, I'm afraid.
1 minute, wow. Interestingly, I'm starting with the problem with this is there's a democratic principle of the fact that if we're going to pass things at our conference, we need to have a chance to debate them. And 1 minute. Right, so this came out with the amendments, it didn't come out with the motion, so most branches haven't had a chance to discuss it, no branches have had a chance to amend it. There would be some circumstances in which we could accept things like that to our conference. If it wasn't a big deal, this is clearly a big deal. If it's uncontroversial, this is not uncontroversial. There are people here who don't think there should be a safer spaces policy. There are people like me who think there should be a safer spaces policy, but there are problems with the text we've received. And if I'd got that, I could have put an amendment. I could have put an amendment to the section on reps saying, actually, when you join a workplace, you don't get a rep that's appointed to you for the rest of your life. I think the rep section actually raises more safer spaces issues than it solves, because if you join an organisation and a more experienced comrade is given to you, and all of your conduct of the organisation is done through them, that's problematic. The section on the law is very problematic. Okay. Well, I'm speaking for remitting it, which is the only thing I can do, because there's no... Okay, the section on the law is very problematic, because I know what they're trying to do, which is to say if women have experienced violence, then they should be allowed to go to the police. That's not what it says. It says we are not above and beyond the law, and as activists, sometimes we do have to come into conflict with the law. If you think this is a serious policy, and something that we should take seriously, and it is very important, then you should remit it. You should give space for us to discuss it properly. Once we have some kind of self-organisation within the organisation, they can then feed into the process. If you can't say something's too important to discuss or be able to amend or to be able to debate.
It means that the document goes back to other bodies within the organisation. So, for example, the NCG, the policy conference we're going to have in the spring, local branches can maybe go back and explore it further. That's what it needs to remit. So I'm afraid we're going to have to take a vote. Yeah? Is this on this? we're done, I'm afraid. So, those in favour of the safe spaces policy as moved, could you put your cards in the air now? Right, tell us.
I'm listening.
The correct order would be to vote on whether it's permitted or not, and then if that fails, to vote on it as it stands. Is that correct?
Okay, right, that's fine. So, if you cards down. Thank you for that. All right, in which case, the correct order is to vote on whether or not to remit it. So, if you are in favour of remitting this to further bodies for more discussion, put your hands up. Okay, that's clear. That's really clear. Thank you. Hands down. Those in favour of the document as is being passed. It's remitted. Thank you. You need to take both votes.
Right, so I'll take over.
Thank you.
All right, comrades. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to stand up, but it's a big room. Do I need to stand? I do need to stand up, don't I?
Get the mic.
Is the mic on? No. Well, that doesn't help.
Take the mic out.
Can I do this? Right. Okay. Right. How's that? That's much better, isn't it? You can hear me at the back. Will you wave or something at me if my voice goes? So you don't need to do it now. If